Walk down the right back alley in Sin City, and you can find anything.
What do you mean, where have I been? Well, I guess I went to Sin City over the last few weeks, huh? Because I haven't been on YouTube. Oh, hello, my name is Fu Manchu. Yeah, you haven't heard that for a while, have you? Yeah, well, it's been a while since I did my last review. Let's see, what has happened since I've been gone? Well, the idiot that holds the camera, well, he's an actor, right? And he's been, like, really, like, bogged down lately with all sorts of, like, rehearsals and stuff, and he was too tired to make reviews. So now he's going to try to make one, and he hasn't made one in a long time, so don't expect it to be funny, because he's out of practice. Oh, what else happened? Let's see. I checked on YouTube while I was gone, and Mr. Evilcheese made a really cool review, and I was a guest star. That was awesome! Thank you, Mr. Evilcheese. That was a very cool thing, and I remember I was watching it, and I was like, hey, what the heck? Is that me? How did I end up on there? And then I was going, did I say that? What? When did I do this? That's the weird thing about having a time machine. Is sometimes you'll see things that you did in the future. Now, it's weird. And you just don't remember doing it because you haven't done it yet. Anyway, what else happened on YouTube? Oh yeah, felzbug. Well, he had like a video that he posted recently, and he said, oh, wait. Now I need to do this right. Hi, this is me, felzbug, and, can you see my mouth moving? Don't look up here! And I was having, like, millions and zillions of people, and they, like, all subscribed to me, and I'm better than Fu, and I'm going to give someone a lockdown, and Fu can't win it, because he tried to have Gubslef steal it, and you know what? Look, I deserve to have that, because if it wasn't for me, Gubslef wouldn't even be there trying to kill you to begin with. Oh, wait. I'm starting to see the flaw in my plan of trying to get the lockdown. Oh well, never mind. I did get 2 new toys. I guess it will tide me over until I find a lockdown for my own self. And today's review will be on the following. Hello, felzbug. Today's review will be on the Diamond Select toys. Yeah, that's on the back. It's not on the front of the package, or at least I didn't see it. Sin City. Oh, look down there. It says Marv. Yeah, better known as Mickey Rourke. Yeah. You know what's funny? Mickey Rourke playing Marv was a really good idea. And like when you read the comic books long before there was ever a movie, you go, man, I can totally see Mickey Rourke playing Marv. And then they say, well, we're going to put makeup on him to make him look like Marv. And you're like, what? Mickey Rourke already looks like Marv. You don't need to do that. And then they put the makeup on him and he looks perfect. And here is the review. Check it out. Now, this is, as you can see by the sticker over there, a Toys R Us exclusive. Now, I didn't even know these existed. Now, apparently, Diamond Select Toys made these in like a bigger box with more of a base and stuff like that. They will look more like the Marvel Select now, you know, with the side, the little box side with the picture and stuff like that. But yeah, this is like a Toys R Us painted version exclusive. Now, I think the others came in black and white and that's all. Maybe Bloody. I think Bloody was another version. But these are fully painted and exclusive, and they're cheaper, I'm assuming, because they don't come with as much stuff. Now, let's look at the back of the package. Now, here's the back of the package, and as you can see, it says Frank Miller's Sin City. Yeah, and as you see there, it has a picture of Marv and Hartigan, and as you can see, now, this is the part that's weird. The Diamond Select bigger versions of these, well, Hartigan comes on a base that looks like a wooden dock, because if you've seen the movie, you know when the wooden dock comes into play. Now, if you look, the Marv base here and the Hartigan base there look identical. They really do, down to the garbage and everything. Now, I don't know why they did that. I'm assuming it's a, you know, a cost-cutting thing and stuff like that. Plus, these figures are only $14.99, and I can't see the bigger versions, you know, in the bigger boxes costing less than $20. So I guess that's how they did it, but I don't care because everything I've seen online for the bigger packages, they all look like they're black and white. Or if they're black and white, they also look bloody too. There's like 2 different versions that I saw. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never seen these in stores. These right here, were found yesterday at Toys R Us, so that looks pretty cool if you ask me. I would rather have them painted anyways, because, you know, the black and white ones look more true to the movie, but I would rather have the painted ones because these just look so good. Now, you're probably saying, hey, why didn't you get a Hartigan? Well, holy cow, I did! Check it out! There it says Hartigan, and look, it's Mr. Bruce Willis, and he's saying, how can the same thing happen to the same guy so many times? I don't know, and how did you get that X on your forehead? There you go, look at that, it looks amazing. The packaging is the exact same, except for that little sticker thing. Actually, that's a little cardboard piece on the inside. And looks pretty cool to me. I mean, check that out. Looks amazing. Now, let's check them out together. So here are the two figures together. Now, the backs of the packages are exactly the same, except for this little thing here on the front. The fronts are the same. Now, they look pretty cool to me. I really like the painted versions of these, and I think it's awesome that Toys R Us is doing an exclusive thing so that you can get them, because, like I said, I didn't even know these existed. Now, I guess they sell them at comic book stores and stuff like that, and I haven't been to a comic store in, like, forever, so I'm assuming, look, it looks like Marv's in love with us. Right there, there's a heart above his arm. Oh, my goodness. Now, one of the things that I think is funny is I've seen this movie a bunch of times, but I don't remember Marv or Hartigan dancing like Saturday Night Fever. Check that out. They look like they're really getting down like John Travolta. I don't remember that scene. Maybe it was like a cut scene or a deleted scene. I don't know. Let's look at the back of the package one more time. So, for the last time, here's the back of the package. Like I said, they're exactly the same, and it says Diamond Select Toys, and blah, 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 and there's the little blurbs. Oh, look, and they were sculpted by the guy who plays Azrael, apparently, in Batman comics. That's pretty cool. Anyways, I say we open them! Oh, look, see? Now, here's Marv fresh out of the package, and I have to say, this thing had like 72 of those little wire brads holding him into place. Literally, he had one for every limb, and that makes 72. There was a lot, trust me, and they were heavy duty, so I'm going to do this one at a time. And as you can see, he looks amazing. Now, I had the older NECA Sin City figures. I don't have them anymore, but I used to have, like, practically all of them. I don't know if I had every one of them, but I think I was missing only, like, 2, if anything. And I have to say, these compared to the NECA ones, I mean, they almost look identical to me in sculpt and detail and stuff like that, but these have so much more articulation. You can see there in his legs. He has all sorts of articulation. I mean, it's amazing. Even his ankles look like they're articulated. I mean, it's just so good. Yeah, the one thing that hinders his articulation is his jacket there, because it's kind of a harder rubbery plastic or whatever, so when you're trying to move him around and junk, it kind of, you know, floats off there to the side. But it still looks pretty cool. Now, I love the head sculpt. They did a great job. It's not 100% perfect to Mickey Rourke or Marv, but I mean, it's pretty close. I mean, that right there is his profile. I mean, that looks pretty good. And then, I mean, everything else about the sculpt looks really good. Now, here's one of the things that I have a fault with. You see the base? Okay, look at the base. Look, no peg holes. Yeah, I thought it would have peg holes. No peg holes. So, you know what that means? That means it's probably going to fall over a lot. I was really hoping it would have peg holes, but it doesn't. So, let's look at the back of the figure. Now, to quote Marv, now that is one fine-looking coat you've got there. Yes, you do, Marv. That looks amazing. Now, the only thing that probably would have made this better is if he had a little, like, bullet holes and damage done to it. But you know what? Hey, this is Marv before it gets into an adventure, I guess. But yeah, it looks pretty good to me. Now, you can see how dynamic that is flowing there. Looks pretty good. So, you're probably saying, hey, what did it come with? Well, let's find out. It came with this gas can and this little hatchet. Oh, looks pretty cool to me. And he also came with this Sin City thing. Now, if you unfold it, if you look inside, you will find photos of the figures. Now, if you look over here, you will notice, see, Hartigan there comes with like a piece of the dock, and then Marv there comes with that base right there, because you can see that's the same base. But he was supposed to come with a wall, too. Now, that wall is pretty cool. But yeah, they just use the same base. But if you look over here, it says Toys R Us exclusives, right? And you can see it says Marv color action figure and Hartigan color action figure. So it's the only way you can get them in color. Otherwise, you're going to be getting them like this. Now, I also saw some online. I believe they have blood splatters. Now, I don't know if those are just extra exclusives to some other store or what, but I believe there are blood splattered versions, at least of Marv. I don't know. But yeah, and you can also see there's a Nancy there too, which everybody needs a Jessica Alba figure, so that's pretty cool. So, let's look at the figure one more time. Now, I have to say that this is a very cool figure, and I'm very happy to have gotten it. And these only cost $14.99 at Toys R Us right now, so I think that's a really good deal. And like I said, look at all that articulation and stuff, especially in his legs there. Oh my goodness, and like I said, he's got that waist cut, he's got a ball-jointed head. All of that looks amazing! There's other people that probably review it better than me. So I say we open Hartigan! Let's go! Now here's Hartigan fresh out of the package, and as you can see, they did a pretty decent job of capturing Bruce Willis's likeness, but it's not perfect. It's still pretty good for a masked figure. I mean, that's pretty good. I mean, it's not like you can just go buy Sin City figures anymore, I guess, and to get this one, I like it. I like it a lot. Plus, like I said, look at all that articulation. That looks amazing. Now, he didn't come with anything else other than what you see in his hands. He came with that pipe that he clobbered those two guys with by the car, and then he also came with his gun. And, you know, one of the things that I was thinking is, I don't remember Hartigan wearing his collar up. I thought his collar was always kind of down or flatter on the sides, but, oh well, it just makes him look more dynamic. I do like that they put his little badge there. That's pretty cool, because he put it on when he was in the car. I think that's amazing. Look! Look! It's John McClane! Oh my gosh, that's awesome! And then here's the back of the figure, and it's looking pretty good. Kind of looks like a cowboy there, but he's not. And there's his coat blowing off the other direction. Now, if you look at that coat, they did a really good job. Lots of good detail. And as you can see, the base is exactly the same as I said before, and just like before, oh my goodness, no peg holes, so that sort of stinks. But, you know, what do you do? Now I can't stand him up. So, hey, stand up, Bruce Willis. Stand up. Oh, he's dead. Bruce Willis is dead. Die Hard got him finally. So, be sure to watch Die Hard 6. Bruce Willis is dead. Oh no, and now it's Die Hard 7. Bruce Willis has been cloned. He's back to life, folks, and he looks amazing. This figure is very cool. Now, one of the things that I have to say is, if you want to have his arm there, his right arm down, straight across his side, like he would pose his gun down, pointing at the ground, you can't really do it because his coat kind of gets in the way there. I mean, you can't really have his arm flat up against his body or down pointing at the ground. But oh well, I mean, what are you gonna do, right? I think this is really cool. One of the things that I do like, if you compare him to Marv, you can see that they didn't really use any parts. They didn't reuse any parts. Because you can see Hartigan's legs are a little longer, his are a little bit stumpier. It doesn't look like their hands are the same, nothing. I mean, that's amazing. So they got all new sculpts. I think that's very cool. That is amazing. So, there's my very lengthy review just to say, hey, these figures are at Toys R Us and they're very awesome and I like them a lot. So there's my review of the Sin City, what are they, Diamond Select? Diamond Select Sin City figures. And until yesterday, I didn't even know they existed. So that's very cool. Now, if this review wasn't very good, hey, listen, I've been out of it for a while and I don't even know what I'm doing. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things, but it's very late, I'm very tired, I should be in bed. So, until next time, I suppose, tune into felzbug because he's giving away toys. Because he's cool. Oh yeah, and these figures were really awesome, and I'm very happy, and I wish I could win Lockdown, but I won't. Oh well, I guess I can always send Marv over there to get him. Oh, I wouldn't do that to you, felzbug. Look at that face. How could you hate that face? Well, not this face. This is like a paper version of felzbug. That's pretty stupid. But anyway, until next time, tune in for more Foo Reviews! Come on, felzbug. Come on. Come on. Oh, I'm not mad at you. I just wish you would have let me have Lockdown. It's okay, though. You're still my friend.